Okay, so now that we've got our head controls in place, we are blending between those head controls, we're able to match one control to the other, and we have a calculation of a twist angle in place. Let's use that twist angle now to actually drive the rotations of the bones in the neck. It's going to be exactly the same as the process that we used on our spine. We're going to have knolls that exist between the joints between those two bones, and then we can rotate those knolls in Z, allowing us to rotate the bone. The inverse kinematics then takes on from that, and we'll make sure that the bone still does fit to the curve, but it still inherits that twist of the knoll. So we're going to need to do this twice. We have 3 bones in the neck, which means we need to create 2 knolls, one for twisting the second bone and one for twisting the third bone. So I'm going to hunt down our bones in the neck. And let's wire a new knoll off of neck bone 1. So I'm going to branch off of neck bone 1 into a new knoll. And I'm going to name this to neck bone 2. So neck underscore bone 2 underscore twist. I do want to make sure that we translate down to the end of the bone. So I'm going to translate in Z a negative neck underscore bone 1 length. And that will move us to the end of the bone. I also notice we're going to have one between bone 1 and 2 and one between bone 2 and 3. I need to take the twist angle for our head. I need to divide that angle by 2 here. I also know in this case I'm actually going to be rotating in a negative direction again, like with the twist angle before. I rotate Y, our Y-axis faces up, whilst our Z-axis, the positive Z-axis, actually faces down, so we need to negate that rotation. So rotate Z is going to be a negative twist angle divided by 2. So let me bring up the expression editor, and we're going to use a negative twist angle. Now twist angle exists on our head control underscore blend result. And we want to grab the twist angle and divide that by 2. And that will indeed give us the twist angle needed for this particular node. So now we can take our neck bone 2 and we can parent neck bone 2 into neck bone 2 twist. And turn off visibility and selectability of that node. I'm going to Control C, Control V to duplicate that node and rename this to neck bone 3 twist. I'll make the parent of that node now neck bone 2, and I want to translate to the end based on neck bone 2's length for the same reason that we described on the spine. Even though currently they're identical in length, it would make a lot of sense to ensure that if we did come in and change how those bones are working, we have the flexibility to do that without having to worry about changing these nodes. So I'm going to make sure that this node, which still has that same rotation of a negative head control blend divided by 2, I'm going to make it the parent of neck bone 3. That now means if we come in and we're to grab our head control, keep an eye on the orientation of our topmost bone. You can see that twist angle is indeed being applied correctly, and we're maintaining the orientation with that bone. Notice the orientation of our bottom neck bone is not being affected, whilst the orientation of the middle bone is being affected, but only by 50%. Fantastic. So indeed that is now working. That is going to work in conjunction with all of our other controls, in conjunction with blending and in conjunction with the twist offset that we set up on our asset. So we could take a look at that indeed. If we wanted, we could grab this control and let's just put it in a crazy position, and then let's put a crazy rotation in Y on that control. So I'm going to put a large rotation in Y. So then if we go ahead and were to match our detach to our attach, currently of course we're going to be twisting round a number of times and then moving as well. If we match detach to attach, notice how our bones aren't moving at all. That means indeed all of our twist calculations are working, and they're working for both the attach and detach, and it means our matching is still working in terms of that twist offset. So I'm going to zero out the attach control, zero out our detach control. We are already blended over to the attach, so I don't need to worry about zeroing that out, and that will conclude this video. Thanks a lot, everyone.